Brian, what allowed them to pull away there in the fourth quarter?
They hit a couple threes in a row there. Right when I think we were up 6. They hit back-to-back threes, and then, we had some tough shots to go in, and they made some baskets down the stretch. But our resilience throughout the whole game was great. We obviously had multiple bodies go down. Denny not playing, Bilal go down 5 minutes in the game, and then Corey, got sick during the warm-ups, wasn't feeling good. So credit to our guys to keep battling and showing the resilience that we want to see out of them. I thought Jordan and Kyle really stepping up, pushing us, but then we had great contributions from, Patrick Baldwin Jr., Johnny Davis, Jared Butler. Those guys came in and gave us great minutes. Rashawn Holmes, who's new to our team. So, the whole team, it was a team effort to get us to the end, and I was proud of how the guys kept fighting.
How were Corey and Bilal feeling now?
Corey, we'll see. See how he feels tomorrow. Bilal, we got injured during the game, so we'll know more information as we go.
Coach, what did you see from Jordan tonight and his performance, and what do you think he has to do to establish a baseline of consistency to kind of help him finish out his season strong?
I think one of the things I said, a couple days ago, Jordan has been one of the highest net ratings since I've coached. So Jordan has played well for us. Now we're seeing him in a different type of role, the ball in his hands a little bit more, and we're seeing incremental gains in the last 3 games from this. And I think we're going to continue to see that, and that's what I expect from him.
Brian, how limiting was the absence of size on the wing and maybe the lack of size defensively down the stretch?
It probably played a factor, but our guys battled. They hit some tough contested threes over us. It wasn't like they manhandled us in the paint when it was offensive rebounds and stuff. I thought our defense was solid. We contested some of those threes, and they made them. And that's sometimes how it goes. But I thought our guys battled, and we did a pretty good job on Garland and Mitchell. Those guys didn't shoot what they usually do and didn't score what they usually do.
What specifically did you like about Jordan's performance?
Like I told Jordan from when I started coaching, I want him to be aggressive, to be in attack mode, and he did that. And he did that for himself, and he did that for others. Obviously, he made his shots tonight, which was great, but the process has been good. I've liked what the process has been lately for him.
Coach, the defense on Mitchell and Garland was good from our perimeter guys, but Allen and Mobley each had over 20 points. How do you plan on correcting the paint defense in the future?
Some of that was basis a little bit of what we were doing, trying to get the ball out of those hands. So a little bit is they were going to get receiving end passes. So they were going to probably have an uptick, but we would live with some of that. We made mistakes. We're going to look at it tomorrow and get better at it. But we wanted to make Mitchell and Garland passers.
You mentioned the defense against Mitchell and Garland. How do you think Johnny Davis did in that situation?
I thought he was great. Got caught with the one foul and went for the pump fake. But other than that, Johnny's been great. The last 3 games, his defense has been great. His defensive rebounding has been great. He brings great energy. But that's kind of the role we envision for him. He's been positive on the defensive end.
Coach, as a leader, what type of message do you give to the team to kind of keep their spirits up and hopefully try to get out of this rut that they're in?
That you shouldn't be happy we lost. We're never happy about that, but we should be about the process. So that reminded us that we didn't have 2 good games over the trip, coming out of the break, but that looked like the team that we have been building. And if we keep stacking those type of habits, repeatable actions that we showed tonight, that will lead to the win. So we're focused on the process on how to get there, and I thought our guys made a great step in that direction tonight.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, everybody. Safe travels.
Kuzma, what do you think made the difference for them there in the fourth quarter?
We had a little tough time guarding their pick and roll. We did a great job on Donovan Mitchell tonight, trying to take him out the game, but they were just a little bit bigger than us. Coming out those pick and rolls, being able to throw it over the top. Sometimes our low man might have been, a guard or whatnot with Jared Allen down there, and then We just had a couple unfortunate plays in the fourth. I don't know, a couple times I drove. I feel like, didn't get nothing there. So, yeah.
Coach Keefe talked about Johnny's defense and how he wants to really have him focus on that into the floor. What have you seen from him just these last 3 games while he's been in the rotation?
Playing hard. Mm-hmm.
Kyle, did you see kind of a return to like a better, a more resilient team, closer to where you guys were heading into the All-Star break compared to the last 2 games on that?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the effort was just much better today, even down 3 rotation players. Bilal got hurt in the first 5 minutes, but we show much more fight.
What steps do you as the team leader need to take, and what do your teammates need to do to try to make sure that these final 26 games are as productive as possible for the franchise and for yourselves?
No, I mean, we just got to be professional at the end of the day. We got to just take care of our business every single day, and we have to, just have that certain attention to detail, because everything matters. Win, loss, draw. It's all about the habits that we create right now that's gonna, hopefully, we plant and they sprout next season. So it's all about the habits every single day, every single night. So
Jordan, kind of thinking about the last week or so for you, what does it mean to you to kind of, have this performance given some of the ups and downs of the last week?
Great game. Wish we could have pulled it out. We got another one in a couple of days.
How would you describe, when you had, I think it was 11 points in the first 3 minutes of the fourth quarter, just kind of the rhythm you were in at times tonight?
Yeah. I was on ball. My teammates were looking for me to get out in transition. I think that's a strength of mine. I haven't had many opportunities like that all season, so to kind of get out in transition while the defense isn't set, create for my teammates, but also be aggressive in transition. Those are easy looks for me, whether they're transition pull-up threes or attacking while the defense isn't set. It kind of got us going, and it gave us a little bit of a push. Just got to find ways to continue to emulate that and try to make the most of the opportunity.
And after the floater, I saw you kind of interacting with the fans, after the whistle. Just kind of what was that like, having the crowd cheer for you tonight and as you were playing well?
I mean, I really want to go and play well each and every night for the fans. You know what I'm saying? It's been a season, but it's going to come. It's going to come. So when it does come, I better see everybody in there standing up.
What did you feel like you did well tonight that helped spark you to be so successful?
I just think the opportunities on ball, just being able to play with whatever unit I'm in, primary, we just play faster. We get out in space more, whether that's with Landry out there. I was with Landry tonight. Bilal got hurt early, but I run really well with Bilal, getting him out in transition, trying to get him easy layups. But something that's big personally for my game, and I think that helps our team, is when I'm able to get out in transition with the defense not being set, it gives guys catch and shoot opportunities. I think JB had an opportunity in the corner that he could have got a shot up. I play really well with Rashawn in transition because he's a really good screen setter. He can get out and get to his mid-range floater pop area. We have a really fast pace for our team this year, but I think when I'm in, we're able to kind of kick it up a little bit earlier. Me and Corey have a really nice synergy that we have when we're out there on the court, so hopefully he gets better and Bilal gets better. But just being able to get out in transition is huge for me personally and for the team, and just got to find opportunities to do that.
You know what the dangers are sometimes of elevating for a basket and getting undercut and getting landing. How, of all the kind of falls to the court that you've seen, how scary was the one that Bilal had and was able to walk off?
Well, first of all, I'm glad he's okay. 50-50. I mean, the fall was pretty tough. It's a part of the game. Luckily, he fell on his back as opposed to any higher part of his body. But in hindsight, I think we all love how aggressive he is, how he's coming to his own, just knowing how athletic he is. Not many guys are going to take a charge like that underneath. I think it was Max Strus who might have drew the foul charge, but not often are guys going to slide over, and normally that's an opportunity for a guy like Bilal to get a pretty high level dunk or to make a play.
With Bilal and Corey and Denny all out this game, did you feel more of an obligation to step up and kind of handle the scoring capabilities for the team?
No, that's what I do normally. It's just a matter of what position I'm put in. Those three guys are key to our team, and they've been playing really good all season, and they help us. But just continue to find ways to try to keep everybody engaged, playing to their strengths.
Jordan, that fourth quarter, 99 or 94 all, and then they go on that run. What did you see as some of the breakdowns in that stretch that they had?
Oh, well, they're a really good team. I want to say they're second in the East right now. They play really well together. And down the stretch, they just made a couple plays. They got a couple tough calls that sent them to the line. But we battled. We fought all night. That's credit to our guys. And I think we're learning. We're using this as experience to figure out how to close games. What we need to get to at the end of games. They switched up their coverages a little bit later in the fourth. I want to say the last 7 minutes. But we're learning. They did a really good job of just knocking down shots, getting to the free throw line. We had a couple good opportunities that we just missed. Learn from it and apply it to the next game.
3 straight games in the rotation for Johnny Davis. Tonight he's being trusted to guard Donovan Mitchell. What do you think about the opportunity that he has right now?
Yeah, fellow Wisconsin guy. Johnny, big fan, and he's huge. The minutes that he's got, he stepped up. He's a really good defender, willing defender, physical. He goes to get boards, and he plays the right way. A lot of Wisconsin guys kind of just taught to swing it in transition, catch and shoot, attack and drive when you can. So just seeing him to get out there and have the impactful minutes that he had, how he did for us tonight in the last couple games, I think that's huge for him personally and good for our team, as well as Pat Baldwin Jr.
From a scoring perspective, Corey's mentioned before the importance of making the first one and how that can help just the positivity of the mentality going forward throughout the game. You made your first 3 tonight. Do you feel like that's something that helps your mentality going throughout the game, or is it every shot's just different from the next?
A little bit of both. Of course, you want the first one to go down. It helps to see shots going early. But you also don't want to dwell on it too much. You want to just go to the next shot, get the next opportunity, stay focused on whatever opportunity or shot comes next. But being a shooter, especially for a guy like Corey or Landry, it's huge. Also, just because they really space the floor and they can get hot really quick. So if we can find ways to just capitalize early, it helps throughout the course of the game, but also not to shy away from just shooting the ball and continuing to be aggressive.
Despite the loss,
Chill. Go ahead.
Despite the loss, you think a performance like this can help you reestablish a rhythm?
I would think so. I think it's just a matter of figuring out ways to be on ball and be more aggressive. I feel like that's where I thrived the most. Earlier in the season, first half, I've been playing off ball, not really my position, just trying to find ways to adjust to that, be a team player, whether that's making the right play, trying to cover up for people on defense or try to get out in transition. But I think I know where my strengths are. Shout out to BK for kind of helping me and putting me in that position to be on ball and just find ways to continue to keep going. It really just takes one shot or one look, personally for me, to catch a rhythm. We got a game in a couple of days.
It feels really good. I feel like I've been preparing myself and putting in the work for this opportunity. And when I go out there, I just want to do what it takes to help my team win.
Coach Keefe said you played great defense these last 3 games. He really liked the way you defended Donovan Mitchell and Garland tonight. What do you think about that opportunity, going out there and guarding some of the best players in the league?
Yeah, no, it's great. It's definitely tough, but it's also fun. I love guarding guys like that. You really get to see why they're the best players in the league.
Johnny, how do you feel about the state of your game right now? It's been a while since we checked in with you.
Yeah, just knowing the role I have to play and coming in and executing it. Right now that's defense. So just knowing the coverages, knowing the personnel, all that stuff will be key to helping me play more minutes.
I remember last year, the All-Star break, you went home and it kind of helped you. What'd you do this All-Star break?
Same thing. Just went home, chill with my family. Yeah.
Do you feel like it might have the same effect?
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. Especially now that I'm getting more of an opportunity. There could be a breakthrough coming through.
Johnny, when you picked up that 5th foul early in the 3rd quarter, there was a little bit of frustration when you went to the bench. How do you kind of weather those ups and downs, the emotions of, just the natural progressions of the team?
Yeah, just moving on to the next play. I know I didn't get back in after that 5th foul, but I'm going to go home tonight, watch film, and figure out a way to prevent picking up fouls like that.
What are some of the biggest things you've learned since the start of your rookie season?
Oh, I mean, a lot. There's not really just anything specific. It's kind of just everything about the game. I would probably say just, before the game, just being prepared. Like I said, knowing when I get in, who I'm guarding, what they're going to run, what their sets look like. So I would say just mainly being mentally and physically prepared.
You've worked with Keefe all year pretty much, right?
All year up until the coaching change, yeah.
Yeah, so what's your relationship like with him?
We're very close. We have a really good relationship. He's always on me about playing defense, so that's what I'm going to continue to do.
What do you view as some of his strengths?
His ability to hold everybody on the team accountable. When guys are not doing what they need to do, he's not afraid to, tell them and put them in their place.
What does it mean to have him kind of believe in you and not just put you out there, but kind of give you the encouragement?
No, it feels really good. Like I said, he's a great coach. It feels good knowing that there's somebody that believes in me.
When he holds people accountable, is it like a one-on-one thing, or are you from film sections?
Nah, I mean, he'll just do it openly in front of everybody, which is what I think everybody likes about him too. All right, perfect.
Thank you.
Maybe it's